Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who am I speaking with?
Knees.
Mees, how's it going?
Good. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm good.
So I have it's partial story, partial advice.
Okay.
So it was a girl I was dating a while ago, and I think like most girls, she had like rape fantasies, and
She had what, sorry?
I'm not sure. Rape fantasies.
Rape fantasy. Okay. Yeah.
I think that's pretty common, right?
It is common. It's definitely common.
Yeah. So the issue is I'm not sure to what extent. Most girls have it. So, for example, for this girl, like every time we would start hooking up or something, she would like start pushing me off and say like no or something. And the first time this happened, I like complied. And then the next day, I found out she was like really like not really mad, but she was kind of annoyed. Like, why didn't you keep going? And then so the next.
Louis C.K. has a joke about that where he was with a girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? You think I'm gonna like take a chance and just rape you?"
Exactly.
Chicks are fucking insane.
Yeah, but as it went on, because the next time I went a bit further, but like it got to the point where I was like trying to hook up with her, and she would, like, we were dating, like boyfriend girlfriend. It's not like this is not like a random girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, I basically to be able to like go somewhat far with her, I would have to like push her like and evade all these attacks and basically like not beat her up but like do all this just to hook up with her. I just wouldn't do it. So I don't know if most girls are like this and like if you like have to like go through a war zone.
Most girls are not like that, but I have had experience with one girl who is like kind of like that sometimes, and you're just like, I hate this. This sucks. Because because no guy wants to.
Fantasies, what do they want?
Yeah, and like no guy wants to be like the guy who's like, yeah, I'm super into this. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I'm sure there are guys who are, but like mostly you're like, yeah, I'm just this is what you're into, I can fucking play this part, but this is not gonna be like a regular thing.
So it is okay. I would say, like, what percent of girls do you think have like rape fantasies to some extent?
Double digits for sure. I don't know where on the double digits, but I'd say it's not single digits. But I don't know. I don't think it's like more than. I'd say it's less than half.
But do you think there's like risk in like executing the fantasies because the girls can like accuse you? I mean, because
yes, if you're a fucking guy in the year 2022. And this is happening, and you're just like, yeah, if you're crazy if you don't think there's some kind of worry here. I don't know. I mean, I would be concerned.
Yeah, so what do you do? What's the solution?
What do you do? You get a contract. It's the least sexy thing possible. You'd be like, yo, we're going to fucking write some shit down. I don't know. Like, I mean, again, 99% of the time, or even more, it'll be nothing. But, you know, I'm sure there's some people who found themselves in hot water over exactly this because, you know, well, the issue is like 99% isn't high enough, right? Because like in the 1% chance it does, your life is fucked forever. Yeah,
so, like, it's not.
And you're also just like, but I'm really not a rapist. I only did this because she's been asking for it. Which again,
that's not even something like I
tell you, that's
do
not
that
a defense. That's not a defense
in
court. You should be like, Your Honor, she was asking for it, and you're like, okay,
exactly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, I don't. I mean, it's not like I want to do it directly, but I mean, I would be willing to do it like for the sex or whatever. But then you have the false rape accusation, so it's just a whole mess.
I mean, if it's your girlfriend, that's probably pretty safe.
Well, wait, no. What if you guys like break up or something, and then she has that against you? Like, if there's a breakup that she's not happy with,
I mean,
then she has that
any girl, regardless of if she's into that or not, could accuse you of that. I don't think that really matters if you were doing that because you know. She's straight up. She's lying regardless, right? Like you're worried about her lying and saying you did that. So I don't think that that precludes.
But I think it's easier to lie if like there is some like physical violence that she wants before.
Yeah, but what do you mean by physical violence here? Just like slapping her?
I mean, yeah. I mean anything. I mean, because even like just slapping could leave like some marks, like I mean right after an incident or something.
Yeah,
right?
Well, I'd say that's a red flag if you're fucking having sex with your girlfriend and then she's taking evidence like photos afterwards of the marks. That's not good.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know if they could like just take the pictures and keep them in case of a bad breakup.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if that's the relationship you're in where she's thinking that far ahead, you got major problems. Like major like if you're in a good relationship and that's how she's behaving. Where she goes, yeah, you never know. Maybe like this isn't going to work out in 5 years from now. So I just have photos so I can just like accuse you of fucking assaulting me. You're like, you got real problems, dude.
Yeah, no, this was an ex, but most girls I've been with, this one was the one I told you was the most extreme, but for most of them, there is like some like pushing and fighting you have to do, and they like that. So
yeah. I mean, I've definitely been with some like that. Not so much the fighting. I mean, obviously, girls like to get like choked and stuff. I don't know. It seems like that seems pretty garden variety at this point. But yeah, that's a weird one. But I mean, yeah, if she's being like that, you're in trouble.
I've never once met a girl who like enthusiastically consented.
Really? I feel
maybe that's just me. Though.
Yeah, that might just be you. I mean, like I feel like some girls have just pretty been enthusiastic. I remember like when I was kind of dating, and the weirdest thing is because like when I was kind of just like single and dating, and then you'd be with like women from here to there, and then most of them would be into choking, and you'd lose track of like which ones were, and then there'd be one that like wasn't. And then you do it, and she's like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "Oh shit, sorry, I didn't realize. I forgot that you're not into this." Like, because like most, like most of them were, but then like the odd one wasn't, and you never know. I mean, just people are all over the place, I guess. But yeah, that's a wild one.
Like you start choking her, she's like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "What's wrong with you? You don't want to."
What do you mean? I thought you liked this, and you go, "Oh no, it's the other one."
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Okay.
Anyways, cool. Thanks for calling, buddy. Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We got a super chat from Stut Joe's Fair Use Baloney Factory. Make sure you have their R fantasies documented in DMs. That's a good thing. Like I said, get it on paper and some. I mean, it's the least sexy thing, but you're like, fuck, if this is dangerous. But I mean, that's what they like, is they like the danger.